we found the main service for electrical right underneath of the tub. They're not supposed to be like that. They should be going through the wood here, the 2x6 right here.
The parlor turned out so much better than I expected. That wallpaper is to die for. The chairs that are a combination of her son's favorite color, which is purple, and navy blue. It is now a place where they'll be able to have a girls' night out or invite their friends over, have, you know, a glass of wines, a charcuterie board. The gym was really near and dear my heart because the gym was a place for him. He works out a lot, which is amazing. And the gym was a place that he needs. He needs to go in and keep up with his exercise. In this house, but the project was an absolute success. To go ahead and talk about, go ahead and tweak the renderings to show what the measurements, the new measurements of this
Right.
is. And again, we don't need to necessarily tweak. We just need to reflect those measurements.
Right.
So reflect them and reflect the new sizes of the door. So all I need is,
Length times width.
yes, pretty much.
1410.
1410,
This is music room.
foot 10, yes, I know. And then height, finished height.
And it's fine. It doesn't matter. This one's just a flat pattern, so it doesn't matter. That's fine. That behind me is going to be a music room. We've got a steam shower and bathroom, and we've got a beautiful gym.
20 inches is right here,
Okay.
which would be good.
All right. How about on this side? We can do 20 inches on this side.
Well, we're gonna have to fix this. This is
Right.
gonna have to come loose and it's gotta go over that wire
Okay.
to make that work properly.
Right here where I'm standing is a fireplace. That's going to be a gorgeous electric fireplace being flanked by cabinetry.
To 28 inches. Yeah, this is gonna come out and go back 28 inches, okay? So we don't have to move the fireplace.
Yes. We don't have to
We need
move
the same
fireplace.
on both sides.
Lo mismo en ambos lados. And then that side, all the way at the far end, that's our hookah lounge. That is where our clients who are European will be entertaining and smoking hookah and having a good old time. So the hookah lounge, I want to do a texture wall.
Fun.
He wants a really English pub kind of feel,
Yeah.
like you drew it on the renderings. And so I want to bring in a briquette like this
Fun. Love that.
to do some texture on the walls.
Okay.
If we do the application right and the way that I want to do it, then it'll look like it's an old vintage wall. It's been there for years,
Okay.
even though it's not really brick. Again, it's a briquette.
Right.
But what I want to do is go ahead and do the grout line, maybe about 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
And we'll do the grout line in like concrete.
Okay.
So that's what I want to introduce to them.
Right.
And you know, he's very easygoing, so I'm sure he's going to be like, yes, Rosa, whatever you say, Rosa.
Right.
But I think this would look really pretty doing it in 3 walls
Okay.
into that hookah lounge area
Okay.
so that he gets that feel of it being a pub.
Okay.
One of the surprises that we had was that we had to leave a post. We were not expecting, engineering had told us that we did not have to leave a post in the middle of the room, and a post showed up. And so that is what the workaround was today with the cabinet people, because leaving a post in the middle of a room is never pretty from a design concept perspective. And we wanted to go ahead and incorporate this post into the island so that we are not seeing this lonely post in the middle of the room, because the plan for the room was to have an open concept. This is my torture right here.
This is the column that can't be moved, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm so, this makes me sad. So Harold, can you make me happy and figure out what to do with this? Because this makes me very sad. This was not supposed to be here.
Why don't we step this back a little bit and have this in the center of the base? And actually the countertop will wrap this, and then you have your brick come up and go up. So this is gonna be centered up, so all my cabinets gotta go around this,
Right.
So is that gonna be completely covered in the cabinets?
inside. So when I put the countertop on, the brick will come from here up. Centered up, it's gonna look better. It's gonna look odd with it being, this gonna be out here and this being in the back.
Got it. No, I know what you're saying.
In the rendering though, it's towards
Oh, you
the
opened
back.
it.
It's towards the overhang. So it's actually not centered to, it's centered to the space. It's not centered to the cabinet.
There you go. That's what I just finna say. You can do that, yes. That way the top is making it look.
Right.
We can leave the overhang enough. It can overhang if we put Durarock in the flat tile on here. We can hang it over an inch and hang it over an inch there. And then we Durarock it and then we put the tile up to the countertop and then start it again to go up.
There is a possibility, like you have it in your drawings, that that post that keeps on giving us issues, that it is structural.
Yep.
That we may not be able to take it down, even though we're gonna probably have to add that beam
Right.
that we talked about.
Right.
So if that's the case, we'll wrap the post in brick.
Yeah.
So that it, again, looks like it's been there all along. It's
Yeah.
not something that we are having to keep and it's ugly.
Yeah.
We'll just wrap it and it'll be around the bar.
Okay.
So I think it'll be fantastic.
I think that'll look just fine. I don't think that'll be an issue at all.
The front of it is all open. What if we wrap from the back over so you would see the front?
Yes.
Would that work?
Yes.
Are you good with taking this beam straight across to all of these walls?
We don't have a choice. It's open over here, so he shouldn't feel that. But we got to come to here also? Yeah, so to the bottom
I think we could do that all the way out to here, and then we drop it, we raise it up
Yes.
to just cover this pipe right here, so it's only 6 inches.
Okay.
So you'll have this, and then it'll come down and then go out.
So this is open.
You'll see from here all the way around. The sheetrock will run in to this right here.
Oh my God, it's gonna look so awesome. I love it. Well, I'll sign it.
Okay.
That would be kind of cool. So I am very excited. I am very excited to see it finish. So, peace. We just found the main electrical feed into the home under one of the bathtubs in the bathroom with absolutely no framing around it. So pretty much think about it this way. Electrical feed, bathtub sitting on it where anybody could have been taking a shower. As we all know, water and electricity does not mix. And so this is a huge code violation. And as usual, we never know what is behind the walls until we tear down the walls. There is a solution for this. There's not going to be a big deal in repairing it, but it just makes me upset because people in our trade should know better. They should be concerned and conscientious of the safety of clients, and to purposely do this, even if it's not purposely done, it's because you don't know any better. And if you don't know any better, you shouldn't be dealing with electrical. So it's just a little frustrating, but we're gonna address it, we're gonna fix it, and we're gonna do it right as it should be done. The approved design concept in hand, and we're gonna go ahead and walk the house and see what needs to happen with roughing, with electrical, with plumbing, with HVAC, and what the finishes are gonna need to look for. Oh, wow.
We have a little floor situation here. At some point, they replaced the whole cabinets here, and they had to add this to make it be on the same level as the floor that was before. We're gonna have to find the same floor and replace in some places, like here, we can't have this straight line here.
No. And we are not gonna be able to save anything, right?
No.
It was glued and nailed.
Nail and staples. If you look on the floor over there, you'll see that we had a lot of glue, staples, nails, and screws in some spots.
I like saving the wallpaper because I love cutting a piece and framing it for the clients, because we can make it a nice piece of art. So I need you to make sure that you cut me like a 2x2 square. I don't care if it comes with sheetrock. It's fine if it comes with sheetrock. And so that I can make something for the clients with it. Wallpaper. You know that there's a couple of companies that I love so much and I love working with them. One of them is Murals Your Way. The other one is York. And I love the wallpapers that we are bringing into this home. Something was remodeled here from this house being built to today. So, but it's wonderful. I think they're beautiful surprises to find a couple of chickens laying on the wall.
That is one important thing that I need to know, which is the vacuum system. It's an old vacuum system. The owners didn't even know that they had it. They don't use it.
Can we disconnect the wire into it, like just terminate
right
it?
here is just a low voltage wire that we have here.
Let's make sure that wire nuts, only because los perros, God forbid, I don't want the dogs to have, touch something, swing by something if they do happen to come by. So we just want to make sure. Here, what I want to do is wherever I do have cabinets, I want to get my outlets underneath the cabinet.
Okay.
not on the wall, so it doesn't mess up my pretty tile. We are working with our amazing vendors on tile. There's some tile that you have to see. We're having this tile handmade. There are times that I go to the client, listen, this is an element that you must bring into the home. It might sometimes be a little more costly, but it is a game changer. Circuits and outlet here. Butler's pantry. We got coffee machines on this side. We've got the wine area on this side.
Just to make sure that we don't need any dedicated circuit for the
Yes.
little fridge.
No wine cooler here. Coffee machine here. Lots of storage top to bottom.
Okay.
The fireplace in the family room. We need to make sure that we run a pipe, almost like a PVC pipe. And the electricians, they bring it in, and they bring it in either through the side or somewhere, so that if people are adding audio-visual stuff, like, I don't know, a different TV, or they want a Bose speaker or something to that effect, they can actually fish those cables through the side, and now you don't have this thing running through the front with all those cables exposed.
Those lights almost on the wall like that doesn't make sense unless you have a purpose, like for something that is right here on the wall, like a picture or something, but on a window, it doesn't make sense.
I need 4 cans in here. I don't want any dead space. Everything on dimmers, LED lighting.
2 feet from here, from this wall, you're still gonna...
Okay, so as long as I don't have a dead spot, if we do 4, then that's fine. I don't want to have a dead spot. And again, if we need to do 5 with 1 in the center, I don't mind either. We're not doing any chandeliers in here, but I just don't want this. I want to be able to regulate my lighting, and I don't want to have any dead spots that give me weird shadows. The chandelier is not centered to the front door.
Yeah.
It's weird. And the front door that they just ordered is fabulous. So to me, if I keep something like that in the middle, it's just going to take away from the look of the front door. So this, we're just going to go straight across. We're going to remove the chandelier. So this ceiling in this dining room is going to have a coffered ceiling. A coffered ceiling is a ceiling that is done out of molding. It's kind of in squares. You see it a lot in libraries. And we will be obviously dividing the ceiling, and then from that ceiling, then we will have to work out our lighting. On this wall, right to the left, there's 2, and I'll show it to you on the rendering. There is 2 sconces, wall sconces.
The stairs here are not helping us.
Right.
So you think we should add a light, 1 here, another one there, and maybe another one there, and remove this one here that is on the corner.
Yes.
And just add the 2 sconce lights.
Yes, that sounds perfection. Sconce.
You're not keeping the wallpaper.
No, the wallpaper's leaving,
Okay.
and this becomes a can fan in the
Right.
center. Obviously, over here is going to be the Murphy beds for the dogs. That's 2 dogs. We are actually creating some Murphy beds for Rags and Bella. They require a twin mattress to sleep on because they're so big. And they sleep in the master bedroom. They sleep right next to mom and dad. 2 things that in the rendering are not showing is the fact that obviously I'm gonna try and get rid of these angles if we can. But also I know we have that space behind here. So rather than having to come out, if I can go in,
You're gonna use the dead space.
then I can use the dead space on that corner.
Yeah.
I'm gonna maximize the space. So I'm going to the ceiling with my cabinets. I don't like leaving cabinets at 8 feet if I have 10-foot ceilings. You know, that space may not be easy to reach, but it could be for quilts, it could be for extra towels, it could be for packs of toilet paper. This is another space that, again, I want to utilize it to its fullest. We're sitting on what is called a crawl space. So I have space underneath here. It's not a basement, it's a crawl space. To be able to take this water heater and convert it into a mini water heater that can go underneath. So again, why use all of this beautiful space that could be linen, That could be tons of real estate for storage. It is a long process, and that's why it's super important that planning takes place. It is important that anything you're going to do in your home, you plan accordingly. Do the planning first. The planning avoids a lot of costly mistakes. Oh, that's exciting. Yay, finally. They did that really quick. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so you're gonna put it on the calendar? Yay! Oh, okay, well, I can actually talk about this now. That's awesome. All right, I'll call you later. All right, love you, bye. Yay! So, I have not been able to talk about this project because all the details of it had not come into play yet, but voila, we get a phone call. That was Steven on the phone. We put in an offer. There's an investment property that we put in an offer a couple of weeks ago, and it's going to be a flip, and we just got notification that everything's set up for closing. We're closing next week, and we're ready to roll. So that is super exciting because now you're gonna have another project to follow. That's going to be the Berkeley project. I can't wait to show you what we're gonna do in this townhouse. It's a townhouse, and it's a really, really, really hot area. And let me tell you, I'm gonna gut it, and we're gonna flip it. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Wepa! Come at me, bro. That was crazy. This is the first time that I invest money on a property that I'm going to demo and remodel for putting it back on the market within 45 to 60 days. We're all sitting here, well, we're all standing here working hard and doing our demo, and all of a sudden we get a group of people come up to the front door. They were prospective buyers. So I have 2 people that pretty much said, we want to make an offer right now.